PCCs 9mm, 45, 10mm, Dead Air Mojave 9, and Mojave 45. Incredible, I love it. Welcome back to Class Farms, guys. Kai over here with Jason.
What's going on, folks?
And we are tuning in from Take Aim and Training Range.
Well, hot Take Aim and Training Range because it's sweltering out here.
It is pretty hot, but we're gonna make a really good video here for you guys. And it is gonna be all about the PCCs, but you know, not different calibers, 9mm, 45, 10mm, the most commonly used PCC calibers out there. And the reason we're doing this video for you guys, because PCCs are making a huge comeback, especially this year. If you guys haven't seen our footage from the, obviously SHOT Show, but also IWA, the Germany footage. NRA, exactly. Yep. A lot of companies are coming out with new PCCs, but we wanted to go with a very reputable company, obviously. Grand Powers, Strybog's A3s, in this case, they're all roller delay action guns, and we got the 10mm right there. I'll just lift them up so you guys see them. Right there, that's the 10mm with the telescoping, a brace in this case, just like that. And we've got the 45 right there, and moving over to the 9mm right there. So love these guns. Definitely shout out to Mike and Jordan over at Grand Powers. Well, Global Ordnance actually, but they import Grand Power products. And this video is not in any way sponsored by Grand Powers. We just wanted to make an apples to apple comparison for you guys. And in this case, we've got the same exact operation, same exact guns, just different calibers. So we wanted to use these guns. What do you think?
Yeah, man, I feel like we should get into it, like felt recoil, what's going on, you know, just the action of it. I mean, they are roller delayed, so
yep,
that's some spiciness there, so that's really cool. And then shoot them unsuppressed, and then obviously elevated science suppressed. Absolutely.
And we've got, for suppressed applications, we've got the Dead Air Mojave 9 for the A3, right, 9mm here, and Mojave 45 for both 10mm and 45 caliber from Dead Air. So I want to just quickly touch base on this. When people use a handgun, you know, the difference between a 9mm and a 10mm recoil is huge.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it turns off a lot of folks who just, you know, when they want to manage that recoil, they're like, you know what, I like the 10mm, I like the terminal effects of a 10mm round, but you know, that's a hand cannon. Even with the 2025, 2024 technology, still recoils a lot more than your typical 9mm, so I'm just going to go with 9mm plus the capacity, all of that stuff, right? But a lot of times it's the recoil that people are just worried about. You know, with handguns, I get it. 9mm, 45, 10mm, that does make a huge difference. But is it the case with PCCs? Because you're holding this thing in your hand,
you do have 3 points of contact, so there is definitely, you're going to feel something, at least a bigger thud back to the shoulder pocket if you temporarily shoulder it there, that is.
Temporarily, yes,
anyway,
exactly.
Well, other than that, I mean, it's still controllable, right? It's something that you can get a hold of, but I feel like we should show that on film and actually see what happens.
Absolutely. My personal thought is just like, you know, whether you're shooting a 10mm or 9mm, really they feel very close because it's the PCC platform. But anyways, guys, let's get to shooting, see how these things feel, and then you make your own decision which one you want, but you definitely, in my opinion, should have a PCC in your inventory or 5. Get the shoot.
Let's do it. I'm gonna start off with the small one, the 9mm, right? Obviously, industry standard stuff.
And then I'm gonna hand you the 45. Then I'm gonna hand you the 10mm back to back, so that folks can see how it actually shoots, how it feels.
Get this Brad. Back to back with the 45. $10 This was a little front heavy. 10
Woo. All right, it definitely sounds bigger, but how does it feel? Okay, you tell us your thoughts. So should I shoot and then?
Yeah, you shoot and then we'll both
Compare. All right, 9mm with some 115s and 124s combined, because this thing can easily handle pretty much anything you throw at it. All right. I didn't get a lock back, but it is right here, super soft. All right, so we got some ball ammo here. I will talk about the flat nose 45 in a second. Thank you, Jason. Now we got the 10 mil, and I just want to show you the hollow points here. That's what we're gonna shoot. Why not? Good to go. All right, so Jason, let's talk about our final thoughts before we shoot suppressed. What do you think? Let's start with the 9mm. What do you think?
So 9mm industry standard. 9mm PCC is easy to do, and no matter if you're shooting 124s, 147s, 115s, it feels very consistent in the shoulder, easy, right? 45 is a sweet spot. It is extremely soft. To me, it was softer than the actual 9mm.
What?
Hey man, I hear you. But for me, it's softer. It's just this chugga it gets where it needs to go to, but it's just a consistent thing. It's slow, it's repeatable, and I'm just talking about like follow-up shots. Into the shoulder, I don't really feel a difference, obviously due to that roller delay system, and that's what I think is even helping tame that 45 round even more. For me, the 10mm was my least favorite per se. It's staunchy. It's 10mm. I'm not expecting it to be soft by any means, but it's just that's exactly what it is. I noticed a difference in just how long it took the muzzle just to come back into my sight line, or the optic to come back into my sight line due to recoil impulse. So that's just me.
Gotcha. It might have been because that 45 is naturally subsonic, that it felt softer.
Look at that.
Yeah. So for me, all three guns, the Strybogs, the roller delay system, they're freaking awesome. I love these guns. 9mm is the softest shooting one out of all of them for me. Like, I could feel it's softer shooting. Its recoil impulse a little bit different. You know, you feel that little slingshot in there. 45 definitely I feel more thump with the 45, but it's not like, it's nothing that, oh man, this thing recoils more. This is, I'm less accurate with this. Not like that. You just feel that 45 power. This is the best way I can explain it to you. Again, naturally subsonic, obviously shooting these things suppressed, I can already tell you which one's gonna be amazing, right? When it comes to 10mm, this thing is absolutely, yes, heavier recoiling than both of those 45 and the 9mm, which is completely expected. It is 10mm. It is screaming super fast. It's a big round. So yeah, you expect that. However, it's not really drastic. The difference is not drastic from pistols. If you shoot a 10mm pistol from a 9mm pistol, you're gonna feel that huge difference. You're like, oh my God, I can't shoot this thing because 9mm shoots so much softer. With the PCCs, I didn't feel that to be the case. After the 9mm, I grabbed the 10. Yes, of course, I acknowledge it recoiled more, but it was nothing like, holy crap, I don't enjoy shooting this thing. A 10mm handgun, I generally don't enjoy shooting a 10mm handgun, but a 10mm PCC, I love it, and there's a freaking lot of bugs here. It's super muggy. But I don't know, it really is gonna come down to the person's application. Do you want the 10mm terminal effects, which is absolutely insane? But you probably get one of these and it's much more controllable than your handguns. Or do you want that super soft shooting in 9mm or 45 naturally subsonic? It's gonna be up to you. With that being said, I think we should shoot it suppressed through those Mojave 9s and see how they feel.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, let's do it.
All right, 9mm suppress.
All right. I love this thing. This is so freaking nice.
All right, now just to be prefaced, we do have these flat nose in here. Sometimes flat nose, depending on manufacturer and magazine, can have not so much of a great jive. So other than that, let's keep it pushing. If we have a stoppage, we do have a UMP 45 mag on tap. So. That added back pressure is gonna make this solve that problem, you can tell. Yeah, Kai, you need to shoot this.
Again, I'm gonna shoot the, I'm gonna use the factory magazine with the flat nose again. These are, you know, sometimes they don't feed all that well. I do have a UMP mag on me too that I may just give it hell. All right. There we go. So this happens, just to show you guys. Just, you see, I actually want to show this. Do you see that flat nose stuck right on that feed ramp? Actually, this is a great example. So that's what happens. So you basically try to, you see that? I just pushed it forward. So it's the ammo in this case. Well, let me keep going. There we go. Now, UMP 45 mags. These things are freaking awesome. Oh, look at that. Just chamber one in for me. Good to go. Jason, Unsuppressed? Yeah, 45 over 9 and 10 all day long. And I haven't even shot the 10 yet. Should we even? Yeah. We should. All right, so 10 millimeter now with Mojave 45. Here goes nothing. I love this thing. It actually softens the recoil a little bit, so it makes it more pleasurable to shoot. Jason, grab your mag, man. Let's go.
All right, that 10 mil. It's cooking.
All right, so what do you think, man? Let's just go ahead and give final thoughts.
You go first.
All right, so my final thoughts. Guys, without a doubt, shooting at Unsuppressed 45 was the most fun out of all of them. Unsuppressed 45. Unsuppressed, if you want to talk about the shootability, like the recoil management, for me, I found 9mm to be softer, and then 45 very close after, and then 10mm jumps a little bit when it comes to recoil management. But again, not too much. I don't compare this to handguns. The difference is not that drastic. Suppressed, I found that 10mm to be much better shooting suppressed than unsuppressed. 45 just absolutely takes the cake. Incredible. I love it. And 9mm, again, a lot of fun. 9mm, believe it or not, that gave me the feeling of an MP5. It gave me a very, very similar feeling of an MP5 suppressed.
That's a bold move, Cotton.
Yeah, it is. I mean, MP5, as great as they are, I mean, come on. Easy. These are roll delay as well. They're not like this impossible thing to be made in 2025 in a different platform.
All right, coming back to the 10 mil, right? Not really my bag. Regardless if it's suppressed or not. What I kept on noticing, the recoil impulse kind of stayed the same for me, but I noticed that it started to fly up a little bit higher once we added the can. The bottom of the donut in here kept on rising to the head plate of the actual target down there, so that's just something that I noticed. Again, everybody likes what they like. It is what it is. This one's not for me.
Recoil stayed the same, suppressed, unsuppressed?
Hey, listen, man.
I'm asking you a question.
Oh no, to me it kind of felt the same.
Okay.
It kind of felt the same. It felt like a little bit more into the pocket. I just felt it, but that's just me. 9 mil. 9 mil kind of just gave me a 9 mil. It's the same thing. It's very repeatable. It got a little softer while shooting suppressed, even though there's way more back pressure coming into the system. That roller delay definitely played a factor in that, and it just was soft. But again, man, crowd favorite. It just stayed right where it needed to stay. It's soft. I mean, even I'm sure we cut over, I made a lovely face after shooting like a couple rounds, and I was like, this is absolutely lovely and forgivable. That 45 definitely just took the cake for me, man. It really did. Can't fault it at all.
Yeah, so. The 45 unsuppressed. She looks just like that, obviously. A3 tactical stock right here. This thing is just a beast.
Yeah.
I love it, man. Yeah, absolutely. For me, I love them all, right? Depending on the application, and I want one in my inventory, every single one of those calibers. Definitely 45 suppressed, 9mm right here. You know, suppressed, unsuppressed, awesome. That's it. Just pick your own poison, guys. Which one you want, what caliber. Maybe you got a lot of ammo at home that you want to burn through, and grab one of these. But
What would you pick for home defense?
45.
I take the 45 as well, personally. And here's the deal, though: capacity too. So the 10mm, you got less capacity than your 9mm due to, obviously, a bigger round. But
What about a truck gun?
Out of these,
I'm keeping the 10mm.
45.
I want the 10mm. I love that 10mm. Like, I go out to, I hike pretty much most weekends, go do stuff. I probably want to take this thing in my backpack. I love it. It's got, when it comes to terminal effects, I don't think anybody's going to disagree on the effects of the 10mm, but the downsides are obvious. You know what? You're not going to lose with either one of these. So, Grant Powers, SP45s, SP9s, and SP10s, A3s. So A1 is obviously a direct blowback, and A3s are roller delay. And we, in fact, did a video between these two platforms from the same exact gun. So definitely check them out, see it for yourself. But anyways, guys, let us know your thoughts in the comment section. What do you think? Do you have any experience with the Stry box? If so, let us know you're talking about. Good things are being featured over there all the time. As always, thanks for tuning in. We appreciate your business.
God bless.
We'll see you on the next one.